I'm back. Apparently I can't add to the first video. This is the first time I've made a video before, so my apologies if this is going to be in 2 videos instead of just connected to one. So I just curled my hair, the bottom half. I'm going to show you how I did this with the top half. This way you guys won't have to sit and watch me forever. Even though it does go pretty quick, but well, let me show you what I did. I just clipped up this half of my hair. I take it in sections, and I part my hair down the center back so that I have hair coming on both sides forward, this side and this side. All hair curled, you want it to curl back this way, and on this side you want it to curl back this way. So I start, this is a little different doing it in front of the camera, with about 1-inch sections. I spray it with, oh, I should show you my favorite hairspray, Sebastian Shaper Zero Gravity. Lightweight, very important, lightweight, it says it right down there. You don't want to get the heavy stuff because then your hair will be crunchy, and I hate crunchy hair. I like it to be soft. This is like a brushable hairspray, and sometimes I actually don't even use it. I just like it with the product in, the styling cream, but today my hair seems to be a little extra soft. The weather's a little strange outside, so I've been using it. Brunettes, you definitely need to use it because your hair won't get as textured and beachy wavy without more product. But definitely go with the lightweight because the strong hold will make your hair crunchy. Okay, so I start and I hold the curling iron down. This is a Marcel. You don't need a Marcel. You just really need to have something that has a barrel on it. It can be a spring. I'm going to show you guys how to curl this easy way. I actually use the Marcel normally, but I'm not going to show you today because I want to keep it simple for you guys. Not to offend anyone out there, but the Marcel is a little tricky because it doesn't have a spring. Okay, this size is a 1 1/4. It's my favorite size for hair that's shoulder length or longer. If your hair is shoulder length or shorter, you're going to need the 1-inch. But the 1 1/4 is my favorite for this length of hair. And Hot Tools is like my favorite brand on the planet. It's like the best curling iron. And I think it's better than the ceramics and all of that. I just like the Hot Tools, regular, old school curling iron. It's actually what a lot of stylists use. Okay, so I'm going to wrap the hair back and down. And I'm going to leave out the end. And as you see, it's curling back away from my face. And I'm wrapping it just simply around the barrel, and I'm holding the curling iron down. You leave it in for about 3 to 5 seconds, and just pull it out. Ta-da! And after I get a few curls, I'll show you one more trick. So like I said, you can spray lightly each piece. If you feel like your hair has lots of texture and doesn't need it, then don't do it because your hair will last longer, and you can wear it for days and days, like I do, sometimes like 5 days to a week. And it actually gets better. My hair gets more beachy and more wavy throughout the week as I wear it. So I kind of like leaving it. So after I get a few, I actually like to tease underneath each piece for a little bit more texture and a little bit more volume because I like big hair. And if you tend to get any frizzies that you don't want, my last favorite product, this is from Ely Salon. You can only get it, he only has a salon here in DC, and well, it's actually in Virginia, but we just call it DC. It's by Tyson's Corner, and you just need a little bit. It's called a polishing gelée. You just put a little bit on your hands and you run it through the hair, and it'll get any frizzies, and it'll also make it look a little bit more piecey. And it's, again, a lightweight product, so it doesn't like weigh your hair down, it doesn't make it crunchy, so I really like it. These are like the products I always have to have on me when I'm working weddings and I'm doing hair for my brides. They're like a must. But I'm also not a huge, I'm not a huge product lover of using tons of product on your hair, as long as they're lightweight, because I just don't like hair to look like it has tons of styling product in it, but sometimes you need them. Okay, so with this side, we're going back the other way, still leaving out the end, and still teasing underneath, giving it bigger hair, going through each section, going back away from the hair, and holding the curling iron down. So easy. I think that the hardest part is if you're not blonde. because brunettes tend to not have as much texture in their hair. And to get texture, it's just a little bit more work. You have to just dirty it up a little bit more. You can get it, but it just is a little bit more work. You need to just do the right amounts of product, the right amount of teasing, but you can get it too. It depends on how silky your hair is too. Silky and straight. I always tell my brides sometimes that we have to dirty up their hair first before we can make it look awesome. Okay. I also love with this look in the summer, if you're at the beach, then the water, like the salt water from the ocean, just even being outside or getting it a little wet makes these waves go like way more awesome. And so I won't wash my hair if we go on a beach trip, like the whole trip, and it just gets like bigger and wavier and more texture. I love it. Sometimes this happens if you work out and put your hair up like in like a bun or something and then take it out. I know that sounds kind of gross, but it's the salt from your body that gets in your hair and makes it more messy and beachy wavy. And so sometimes, like after I work out, I'll shower, but I won't wash my hair, and then it just gets even more messy and textured. And some people might think that's gross, but I kind of love it. Just little tips that I use. Still wrapping, still leaving the ends out, still teasing. I know this is probably getting boring, but hopefully this is helping everybody learn something. Almost to that top layer, and then I'm going to show you how I do it a little different. So we're going to curl a little faster and get to that top layer. Can I tell you how weird this is to look in a camera to do this and not into a mirror? It feels a little strange. Also, sometimes if you rub the curling iron over the hair, it puts a little bit more heat in, and it'll hold the curl a little better if your hair doesn't curl very well. So if it's not holding it too well, you can try that. And I know there's like those wands out there and stuff that help get hotter and they curl more. The way I feel about the wands is if you find one that doesn't have a skinny bottom, it's the same length from top to bottom, I really like them for girls that can't get their hair to curl and that won't hold a curl, because it'll hold curl for days. So if your hair's like that, then go for the wand. It actually can be really great. But if your hair curls well, stick with the hot tools. I don't use a wand on mine. This is so much fun, don't you think? You guys all love watching me curl my hair. I feel like my hair is extra soft today, which doesn't make me super happy because I like it. I'm like, if my hair's gonna be textured, it might as well stay textured, but if it's gonna be silky soft, I should wear it straight for the day, but that's okay. You guys still get the idea here. It's probably because I slept on it. It's better to just like wash it in the morning and then let it air dry, but who has time for that all the time? Not I. We're gonna redo this one. It's not making me happy. Okay, should go to this last layer. Okay, with the last layer, I like to take smaller pieces in the front. I'm just going to do kind of like an all over light spray, because I'm not going to spray each piece up here, just to give it some dirtiness. All right, so we're going to start a little bit more over here, too soft. Now in the front, I like to take smaller sections to make it more textured and beachy. So, little pieces, and you're going to angle the curling iron just slightly different. A little bit more down and not as much in. You really want it to not be as curly, but just textured. smaller sections, angle it really down, and I also don't like to go clear up to the top on these sections. You like to come down a few inches because you don't want it to be like all these like weird curls up there. You want it at the bottom because it gives you the volume, but at the top you just want it to like lay nice, smooth and down like these beachy waves. And you can run the curling iron across it if it's like frizzy or fuzzy at the end to smooth it out a little bit. I like texture, but I don't like a ton of frizz. Unless it's summer, of course, and then my hair goes frizzy no matter what. Okay, so you guys kind of getting this? Smaller sections. And like I said, there's a whole other way to curl hair that I do on myself a lot. That's thicker pieces, smoother, and it's more of my wintry, classic, sexy kind of. I mean, beachy can be sexy too, but it's just a little bit more of that classy curl that's sleek and you want to wear with like a lot of black and stuff. I always feel like when I wear my hair like this, I want to wear something fun and bright. And then there's the whole other curl, which is the one I use to do the finger wave stuff, like old Hollywood glam and retro. That one's fun too. I do that a lot on my braids. This video is getting really long and I apologize. I'm trying to hurry here. You can just fast forward through me to the end if you're getting this, so you don't have to keep watching me. Back and down. Okay, so on this side, after I'm done, I might fluff and spray a little bit, take the pick, and if you want some more volume, I just go underneath, and I will tease by the ear for bigness, up the top, and I'll put a little bit of my polishing gelée in right here. I'll put this on my blog because you can't see it very well, and I'll put it in the front pieces just to get rid of a little frizz, and also helps kind of keep it out of my face without being crunchy, which is what we love. Okay, let's hurry and get this other side done. Little small section. See, that one was too big. Come down a little bit from the top. I just noticed that my nose wrinkles when I do this. Some people say that when I style bride's hair, I pucker my lips when I'm like really serious. I've never, I mean, I don't see myself doing it, but because I can't watch myself. But they say when I'm really into doing a hairstyle, I like pucker my lips, so that's not very cute, but seems to be, I guess, what my thing is. Can you tell I like to touch my hair a lot? That's another thing, the natural oils from your hands. If your hair is kind of dry and frizzy, the natural oils from touching your hair get on the hair and actually help as like a moisturizer or almost like a product that'll make your hair a little bit more messy, which is kind of funny, but it works. So that's probably why I touch my hair a lot. I want it to be more messy, and I'm always fluffing it because I want it, I don't know, I think I have a big head, so I like big hair. Yay! All done. A little fluff, little tease, little volume. You can do the back right here at the crown. And like I said, this just gets better with age. A few days into this, and this hair will soften. It'll get a little looser, a little, and you can pull these down too with this product. If they're too curly, just kind of pull them down. But this gets a little looser as the days go on, and a little bit more messy, and it just becomes even more beachy and more that messy look, like that you just got it kind of naturally. Ta-da! hope that helped, and show me the love on the blog, because this was not easy to have a close-up on your face. So leave a comment and follow me, and I think I'm going to do a giveaway here with all this product I used, so you guys can get your own beachy waves at home. But you have to leave a comment and follow me, and happy Thursday. Happy curling. Ta-ta.